this, dude. Hold on.
He just said Jumanji and he freaked out.
And then Black. Leo, please calm down. We gotta get back to telling the story.
You got AFK'd.
Again? Are you kidding me? Why does he keep getting AFK? You got AFK.
Okay. Alright, so Miguel finds a game labeled Jumanji.
Okay.
And then Miguel's like, whoa, this game is so ancient. And Bridgette's like, so nerdy. And Hankita's like, guys, we should keep cleaning. We wanna get this done as fast as possible. Hankita's pretty smart. Thanks, Nick Jonas. I'm telling you a story. And then Black is like, man, why we gotta do this? Come on, man, I don't wanna do this. He's like, wait a minute, Jumanji? Man, I'll go for some gaming. And Miguel's like, alright, let me plug in Jumanji. He plugs in Jumanji into some TV. And
yeah. Stop Leo.
Okay, sorry. He plugs in Jumanji into the TV. And then the TV's like, select your character. So Miguel's like, alright, reading the character list. Ooh, I like this guy. Okay, I'm gonna click him. So the guy he picks is something strong, man. And this guy is really buff and has like no weaknesses. He's like, okay, I like this character. And then the black guy's like, alright, I'll pick the zoologist. And he's like, this guy sounds cool. And then Bridgette is like, I guess I'll play. Oh my god, this person sounds really cool. Oh my god, you're so funny. And she picks that character, right? And then Hankita is like, guys, we should clean. Actually, I don't want to clean anymore. This game looks like fun. And then they're like, wait, there's 5 characters. The one is already selected. Oh, who cares? And then Hankita kicks Man Killer Leg Cruncher. I forgot his name. And then like, okay, Miguel's like, let's start the game. And then Miguel hits play. And then his controller turns green. Oh my gosh, said Hankita. Where did Miguel go? And Bridgette's like, oh my god, Miguel's gone? And then Black is like, where did Miguel go?
Jesus Christ.
Leo, please get back to telling the story.
Yeah, so, and then Miguel gets sucked in, and Black's like, oh, what's happening to me? And he gets sucked into Jumanji too. And then Bridgette's like, oh my god, where's he going? Where's he going? We have to get out of here. And they go, I got sucked into the game Jumanji. And then Hankita's like, guys, what's happening? The screen, the room turns green. All the controllers are on the floor. And then you're in a jungle. Picture a jungle. Oh, where are we? Says Miguel. But now Miguel is in the body of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And he's like, whoa, I'm so buff. He's spicy when he touches Maxie. And then when the sky falls, oh, Black, ow, man, why am I so short? What happened? I'm so short. And now the really big buff black guy is now Kevin Hart, who's 5'2". He's shorter than Eric Kwong. What's wrong with me? I'm black and I'm tiny. Oh man, I'm Kevin Hart. And then Dwayne and Kevin are, oh, ow, oh my god, my god, that hurts so much. And then Bridgette, the girl Bridgette is in the body of Jack Black. Jack Black is a woman. Jack Black is a woman. He's like, oh, where's my phone? Where's my phone? That's literally the first line he says, where's my phone? And then finally this guy, ah! The girl, Hankita, is now Lady Killer, which is a cool actor from Guardians of the Galaxy, Nebula the new one, and she's in Doctor Who. She has a really strong Irish accent. And she's like, oh my god, guys, I'm so freaking buff. Look at my six-pack. And I'm a woman. And she has, like, this weird, like, boob thing going on. I don't know. They gave her a really weird outfit. And then she's like, oh my god, look at me. And Bridgette's like, oh my god, because Bridgette is Jack Black. So, Bridgette is now a man. Just picture Bridgette from the rest of the story as a man. And picture Bridgette as Jack Black. But Jack Black doing a female voice. This is crazy, guys. This is really weird. That's Bridgette. That's Jack Black.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Miguel have, like, the Mexican stash?
He did, but now Miguel is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, okay.
So he's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And then Bridgette's like, oh my god, guys, this is crazy. And then they're all getting used to it. And then Bridgette's like, what's that? And there's a massive hippo in the distance. And the hippo just starts walking towards them. And then Bridgette screams. And then the hippo eats Bridgette. Bridgette gets devoured by a hippo. And just starts screaming in pain. And you see Bridgette's body flailing inside the hippo's mouth. And everybody just starts screaming. And Miguel's like, oh my god. And then Hankita's like, guys. And they start running. And then Black or Kevin Hart is like, man, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. and then I look up in the sky and I hear, ah! Jack Black falls back. And he's like, oh my god, guys, I just died. And then they're like, is this Jumanji? That's what Dwayne The Rock Johnson just said. And they're all like, I think we're in the game. David's TV. He's like, whoa, we're in the game? And like, yeah, it's crazy. So, like, in the video game, you can respawn.
What?
That is crazy.
Oh no.
Oh, but like, where do we go? And I'm like, I don't know where to go. And then Dwayne's like, wait, Bridgette. Yeah? Aren't you like a mapographer, which is like her setting? Yeah, I have like a map. Here, you guys see it? What the heck? And the map is blank. So basically, only Bridgette can see the map. So he's like, wait, I can't see the map. And Black is like, man, but look on that map. And then Hankita is like, actually, I see nothing. And Jack Black, aka Bridgette's like, actually, guys, okay, I think I'm the only one that can see this map. And then, so they use the map, and they go to the starting area. And then, they walk up to they're walking around and they're like, wow, this is crazy, I'm in Jumanji. And then Dwayne's like, okay, this is level 1. Bicycle field or something. And then they're like, oh my god, this is crazy. But before they get to the bicycle field, there's this guy in a car that they meet, this British actor. And he's like, hello, welcome to Jumanji, the video game. Where would you like to go? And Dwayne The Rock Johnson's like, oh, what's going on here? I don't know something. Hello, welcome to Jumanji. He just repeats the same thing over and over. And they're like, and Bridgette's like, oh my god, he's so annoying. And Hankita's like, I think he's like an AI. And then Black is like, what happened? and then so they go to con and begin their first mission. And then they hear bicycles in the distance. Wait, no. No. Okay, they get into the car, and the car comes into the bicycle field. And they're like, okay, begin level 1, and the car drives away. And then Miguel's like, guys? And then Black is like, oh my lord, goodness gracious. And then Hankita's like, we should start running. And Bridgette's like, oh my god. And so now there's like a field, like an army. Just picture a rolling hills in a jungle. But like this part's not in the jungle, it's like in a field. And then there's like an army of motorcycle guys with guns. And then they're chasing down everybody. And they're like, "Ah! Ah!" And they're running. And then Kevin Hart, aka Black, his ability is that he's just really slow and stupid and allergic to cake. So basically he can't run. So he's trying to run the whole entire time, but he can't run. So Dwayne Johnson is faster than a freaking cheetah, faster than a puma. And then Bridgette's also pretty fast, and Jack Black's fat, so he's not that fast. But he's faster than Kevin Hart, aka Black. And Black's like, man, can you guys come on? The bike is about to kill me. And the bike's like, it's suspenseful, like, oh, does it. And then Dwayne's like, Jack, Black, I'm gonna have to carry you. And he picks up Black, Miguel picks up Black because he's Dwayne Johnson, and they start running really fast. And they're in the jungle. Oh, dodge your bullet! Oh, the bikers are getting after us! Okay, guys. Oh my god. Ow. And then Manhunter Hankita jumps out of the bike and just starts killing them all like the bikers. Like, she's a beast. And then, what is it? I think Jack Black doesn't die again. Who dies in this one? Dwayne gets murdered in this one. No, the girl gets murdered in this one. And Hankita dies. And then she's like, they told my life, she's back here. And the motorcycle gang is right on their tail. And they all jump off a mountain into a waterfall. Splash. Cuts. Oh, close one, guys. Yeah, that was really close. They're breathing a lot because they're really suspenseful. And then Hankita and Dwayne Johnson, aka Miguel, start flirting. And then, oh my god, you're so cute and funny. And Dwayne's like, yeah, let's have sex. That actually doesn't happen. But it gives you an idea, okay? So then they're all doing their thing. You guys here?
Yeah. I can hear, bro.
You better be listening to Jumanji.
Dude, why would I not be listening to Jumanji?
Alright, it's like an audiobook. Alright, and then they're all like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then what happens next is the craziest thing. They're like, okay, where do we go next? Because I'm lost. That was Bridgette talking. Okay, Black. And Black is like, man, I don't know, because he's Black. And when they're walking, they're like, oh, let's go here. So they're walking around a hill. Okay? And on the hill, like, they're on a cliff. They could fall off any moment now. And Dwayne Johnson used to be Miguel. Miguel was really lanky and skinny, like not buff. And the Black kid was really buff, but now he's small because he's Kevin Hart.
There he goes.
Oh, he got AFK'd again. I have no idea what is going on with that.
Why did I can't move to AFK? Wait, my headset just broke.
Discord's telling you.
Wait, my headset just broke.
Oh my god.
Alright, it just needs to be reduct taped. As I was saying. Were you guys listening? Are you listening? Oh, Jax, what was the last thing I said? What?
Jumanji.
Really? I'm telling the whole entire story.
Why?
I'm literally telling the whole entire movie story.
Why?
From what I remember. In order. Alright, so Miguel, aka Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he gets pushed off a cliff by Kevin Hart. And he goes, ah, and he falls back in. He's like, really? really black, that wasn't funny. And black is like, really, Miguel? You want to mess with me? Dwayne Johnson just knocks socks and he socks him in the face and he falls into the cliff and dies. And the Kevin Hart's like, oh man, that was not fun, man. Why'd you do me like that? And Bridgette's like, guys, we have to stop messing around. And Hankita's like, yeah, guys, stop messing around. And then they stop messing around and they keep continuing on their journey. Now, they know they have to go to a bazaar, which is like a shopping center, right? You guys know that.
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh my god, let's go to the bazaar. And they go there. And now they're at the bazaar. Picture them all in like a big shopping center. Jack Black, who's a girl, Kevin Hart, Dwayne Johnson, and that one British lady. Now they're all there. And they're like, okay, let's get some food, let's get some water, let's get some materials, so before we continue our next journey, we'll be good. Whoa, this is really deep. Shut up, I'm talking! Sorry, Nick Jonas. Sorry, that's more of a journey right there. And then, what happens next? Alright, they're in the bazaar.
Kevin Hart eats cake, remember?
No, cake! You spoiled it! Well, you actually remember. I was gonna say that, yeah. Kevin Hart's really hungry, and he's like, this guy's like, have some cake, it is a deal! And then, he eats cake. Kevin Hart starts eating cake. And then, and Miguel's like, hey, don't talk. And then Miguel's like, oh, Kevin? And he's like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, did you just? Oh wait, be right back. Remember, Dwayne Johnson didn't actually knock him off the cliff. He pushed him off and then brought him back up. Just like, that's important later in the story. And then Kevin Hart's eating cake. And he's like, oh guys? And then Miguel's like, wait, isn't your weakness cake? And Kevin Hart starts screaming, and then he literally explodes the whole entire bazaar. He goes, bam! Boom! And Kevin Hart literally just dies.
What?
And he falls back down, and then he's like, man, that was not fun. Oh my god. And then that alerts the evil biker gang. Now, before we get into depth, the evil biker gang is, the leader of them is the leader of Jumanji, who made the jungle evil. And he's after them because they know they're the last chance to stop him. Alright. So the biker guys are like, what are you doing? We're gonna chase you down the village. And then the Jumanji gang runs and sprints. And man-killer Jonas comes out of nowhere. And Nick Jonas is like,
Nick Jonas in this movie?
yeah. It's down this hole, down this hole. And they went down the hole. And like, oh my god. It's not Bridgette, it's Bethany! Oh my god. And then Nick Jonas is like, watch out guys! There's a crocodile pit, be careful! And nobody dies, they're really careful. The crocodile almost bites one of them off, but they're okay. And they cross into Nick Jonas' lair, which is like a cool jungle house, like a Minecraft jungle house. And Nick Jonas is like, yep, this is my lair. And they're all like, wow, Nick Jonas, you're so artsy and stuff. I love your lair, it was so creative and stuff.
Wait, let me guess, Nick Jonas is evil.
No, Nick Jonas is a good guy.
What?
No. Don't worry, you'll find out who he is.
Nick Jonas is the creator.
No, just wait. Nick Jonas is like, yeah, I'm on my last life. And they're like, wait. So this whole entire time they've had marks on their arms. And every time they die, one mark goes away. So, and he has one mark left. And he's like, wait a minute. And they're like, and Dwayne's like, you're the 5th character that was already picked! And he's like,
what?
Yeah, what do you mean? Like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then Jonas is like, yeah, I don't move out here because last time I almost died. I'm on my last life, I'm so scared. And he's like, yeah, that's crazy. And now they leave. They go over, they have a really big emotional moment. Dwayne Johnson and the girl, Hankita, almost make out. But, like, they get caught, and they're like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. And then Bridgette and, Bethany and Nick Jonas are flirting a little bit. It's Jack Black, a man and a man flirting, so it's a little weird. But you get the idea. And then Hankita, no. And Kevin Hart, the black guy, like, man, this is crazy. He says the same thing every time. Man, this is crazy. And then after that, they go into a place I like to call the jungle. They're in the jungle the whole time. I'm just pissed. Now, the next part, they need to go to the auto shop. This big, like, warehouse full of cars and helicopters and, like, vehicles and stuff that can make you move around. And then they're like, okay, there's guards in the front. We need to have somebody distract them. Now, Hankita has a special ability called dance combat. So she dances and beats people up and kills them.
That's
and then,
really dumb.
it's cool. And then Bethany's like, okay, so you're gonna want to flirt with those guys because that's your best man because you got a hot bod. And then since Hankita's a nerd, she doesn't know how to do it. So Bethany, aka Jack Black, teaches him how to flirt. And then she's teaching him all these things. Like, she's like, okay, say this. If a guy says anything, say, oh my god, you're so funny. And then they're practicing. And then they're like, okay, have this one. Have this. So basically, it's a training montage of Jack Black teaching, or Jack Black, aka Bethany, teaching Hankita how to flirt. And then she's terrible. She's so bad at flirting. But she does well enough to get the gang into the back of the warehouse. And then the flirting stops working, so she just murders them using dance combat. It's like a 2-minute long fight. She's pretty good at fighting. She knows her stuff. And then Hankita's like, they're also celebrating, oh my god, great job. And then like, guys, we have to go. Because the biker gang is back at him, chasing him, better than ever. And then like, oh my god. And Nick Jonas' ability is that he's a pilot. But he's too scared to fly because last time he crashed and died.
What an idiot.
Freaking.
And he's like, guys, Nick, you're the only one that knows how to fly. And the biker gang is about to come in and attack them and kill them and take their last life. It's really suspenseful. And Nick Jonas gets in the helicopter. He's like, okay, guys, I'm sorry, I'm gonna fly. And they all fly. Go.
These are telling us how a plane sounds.
That's a helicopter. And then he flies up, and the warehouse explodes, and then he goes away. And they're like, oh, that was a close one. And they almost get missile down, but they dodge. And then this fight scene's intense. They get chased down in another helicopter. And they're like, ah, this is crazy! And then, oh my god, I forgot a really key part of the whole plot. So, there's this stone. They have a stone that they need to place in the Eye of Jumanji. That's like their goal. And basically,
Jumanji.
it's just the game, it's the land. And the Eye of Jumanji is like this symbol, it's like this big snake. And you gotta place this stone back in his head. And the stone was taken by the guy to take all the power. And they got the stone. They got the stone from, like they're able to, like they retrieved the stone. They stole it from the guy, and the guy's been chasing them back for it. Like, the guy in the car in the beginning that was like, he had the stone and gave.
You got AFK'd again.
The motorcycle gang is chasing them for the stone. So, in the helicopter scene, freaking Black, aka Kevin Hart, has the stone, right? And they're in the helicopter, and then they're getting chased down. And like, and then Dwayne Johnson's like, here, hold the stone, Kevin Hart. And he's like, alright, I'll hold it, I'll put it in my backpack. And then, the helicopter gang stops chasing them because they go into a valley full of rhinoceros, like massive rhinoceroses.
Or are they gonna poop?
Oh my god, just wait. It's crazy. It's like a stampede. and then a part of their helicopter gets shot. And one of the propellers starts glitching out. They're gonna crash and all of them are gonna die. Nick Jonas is gonna die. And Dwayne's like, oh, I'll get on top of the helicopter and I'll fix it. And I'll help you steer up because I'm really buff. And he does that. And then while they're flying all the way back up, freaking Black, aka Kevin Hart, drops the Jumanji stone into the pit of rhinoceros. And then Dwayne The Rock Johnson just pushes him out of the helicopter. And then all the rhinoceroses are like, let's chase him. And then he gets run over. All of them have massive testicles. And he just gets trampled with balls and he dies. And then, it was funny in the movie.
Funny, huh?
It was funny. It was funny in the movie, okay? I swear. It made me laugh.
Did you go see this movie in theaters?
No, I saw it on my TV. It would be worth it though. It was a good movie. It was a funny movie.
It was a funny haha.
It was, okay? And then after that, Kevin Hart died, and then they caught him because he when they die, they fall from the sky as they respawn. And Kevin Hart caught them, and they did the thingy, and they got the stone back, and then they landed the airplane. And Nick Jonas is like, "Oh my god, I actually did something. I'm not useless." Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. Did I really just say that? Oh, my bad. I'm Nick Jonas. Stop interrupting my story. Sorry, Nick Jonas. All right, where was I? And then Nick Jonas, a mosquito comes and bites his neck. His weakness is mosquitoes, and he freaking dies on his last life. And then Bethany's like, "Oh my god, I had a crush on you, Nick Jonas." So Jack Black freaking makes out with Nick Jonas. Just CPR him, and so they transfer lives. Jack Black was on his last life, and Nick Jonas was on his last life, and now they have half-lives. That's where the name Half-Life came from, by the way. And he's like, "Thank you for saving me, Bethany." And he's like, "Anything for you, Nick Jonas." And then they save each other, and they're like, "Oh, that was a close one. Thank you for saving me." And then they're like, "Guys, we have to go. Jumanji is almost out of time." So this is near the end of the movie. They are in the final area of Jumanji. And then there's a big, a bunch of cheetahs chasing them. They're trying to, it's nighttime, it's really dramatic. A cheetah mauls and freaking demolishes, kills Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So basically everybody besides Hankita is on their last life. Hankita has 2, Jack Black has half, Nick Jonas has half, and Kevin Hart has 1 because he's stupid. And then Kevin Hart's like, "Oh my god, this is crazy!" And Kevin Hart just runs. He runs and goes somewhere else. They split up. And then Dwayne runs down the middle. Hankita runs down the opposite side with him. And then Jack Black runs down the other way. And Nick Jonas is with Jack Black. Now, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and his crush Hankita running. And they're like, "Oh my god!" And then they dodge out and they go around. And then Dwayne needs to hike the mountain before time runs out. And then he's hiking it. And he's like, "I can't do it." And then he gets on a motorcycle. I don't remember. No, they had a motorcycle the whole time. And then he motorcycles up the whole entire mountain. And then Hankita kills herself just so that she can respawn and fall into the mountain. And he jumps off the motorcycle and catches her.
Whoa.
And then she had the Jumanji gem, and they pass it off to each other. And he slams it into the machine. And then while all this is happening, Jack Black and Nick Jonas are about to die. And then Kevin Hart, aka Black, come on an elephant. And like, "Oh, I'm on an elephant." and then he literally says that. And then he comes on it, and he's like, and he saves the life and knocks away the Cheetos. And then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson puts in the Jumanji gem. And Jumanji is restored, and pieces brought to the jungle. And then they all start getting sucked back in. And then the weird guy's like, "Here, go back to Jumanji." And they all go back to real life. "You completed the game." And then they finish the game, and come back to real life. Also, the evil villain guy, just got demolished. He died, kind of. Yeah, he died because I just kicked my boombox thingy, my face. And then after that, they're all back in the real life. So it's not Bethany in real life. Now she's a girl, not Jack Black anymore. Now it's Black, aka Kevin Hart. Now it's Hankita. They kiss. They make out. Hankita and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Hankita and Miguel make out. And then Bethany is like, "Oh my god." So they're all friends now. Hankita and Miguel are dating. Kevin Hart, aka Black. Oh, he's Black now. He's just chilling. They're all they used to hate each other. Now they're like a gang, like a Fortnite squad. Nice. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's pretty awesome. And then they go back to the old house and wait a minute, the house isn't evil looking and stuff. And they're like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." And they're like, "Oh my god, I hope Nick Jonas is okay." And then he comes back. And he's like, because Nick Jonas was in the game for 20 years. And he thought it was a month. Since he was back in 1980, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is crazy!" And then the car pulls up, and Nick Jonas is like 40 years old, and they're all like 15, and he's like, "Oh hey guys," and then he's like, "Is that you?" And he's like, "Bethany," and he has a daughter, and he's like, "I named her Bethany in honor of you saving my life," and he's like, "Oh my god, that was so sweet." And then he goes into his house, which is not evil anymore, and he has a happy ending, and then they find the Jumanji game in the dumpster again, and they just crush it and demolish it.
Whoa.
Man, let's not mess with that, says Black. And Miguel's like, yeah, that's cool. And Hankita's like, yeah, Miguel, let's have sex. And then Bethany's like, oh my god, I'm not even that basic anymore, but I'm still a little basic. And then the movie ends. Credits.
That's it.
Yeah, I just said the whole entire movie of Jumanji. Oh my god! I just read the whole entire. I just did the whole entire Jumanji.
Entirety of Jumanji. All of it.
How did you like it, guys?
That was
Pretty
epic
bad.
gaming.
Bad movie. But it didn't even happen. I bet it's not even a real movie.
Jumanji Enter the Jungle. Also, my headset broke. I gotta fix it. I was laughing on the floor. When I was laughing on the floor so hard for no reason because of the name Jumanji, my headset like snapped.
Bro.
Yeah. Ow! My hair got caught in my headset. Ow! 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 All right, we're good. Oh, I just lost like a bunch of strands. Oh my god, my headset literally is demolished. This ear cuff is hanging on by a whim. Uh-oh.
Warranty? Shadow Moses Island.
Ow. Well, Leo, good job.
One job.
I applaud your efforts.
Frick. Okay, the headset cuff still works.
But
The thing
like,
is,
it
the
doesn't.
headset piece itself is just broken.
What do you
Wait, can you guys talk?
I
I don't know. It's just like it fell. Like, cause my headset's really weird, and how like it twists around, and it twisted so much that it just snapped.
Kills you so fast. What?
All right, I'm putting some duct tape back on. I think I fixed it, guys. Yes, I did. Wait, talk.
Oi.
Yes, it's fixed. Alright, I need to tell my sister I just spent the whole time. I don't think you mind.
Why?
You got a tea. Oh, frick.
That was fun.